Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play the Seventh Guest. Alright, it's finally time. But first, let's go ahead and see some animations. Let's check out what we got here.
This? This? Yes, this is it. Not magic. This is top secret. Some demented science. I have this day discovered a way to communicate. I want power. Real magic, if it existed. Not this. Not... Oh! Oh no! No!
It's those sploshy noises that... really creeps me out. But, so I don't know. Did Hamilton, die from that? Because earlier we saw Julia, strangling the shit out of him in that other room, right? I don't know. Maybe he didn't die by either, I don't know. Either way, let's, check out this one. Some disgusting sounds, but also one of the more amusing animations is just kind of silly. There's just some dude on the table and he's scooping his own brain out, which I don't even know how that makes sense. How's he doing that? Let's not think about it too much. Let's take a look around this lab here. I don't think there's anything we can interact with on this. We can go back out. Now, do not go here until you're done with this room, because this will leave, and you cannot come back through that door the same way. It is a one-way street. So let's move over to this side of the lab. Oh, and we've got the microscope puzzle. I say puzzle, but it's really more of a game, which I'll show in just a sec. You'll see why I've been dreading having to do this thing here. Nothing else over here, I don't think. Different view of the room, but nothing else we can interact with. So let's go ahead and turn back. And finally deal with the microscope puzzle.
It's another puzzle. Imagine inside a microscope.
Imagine indeed. So this is a variation of, I had to look it up. I believe the game was called, it might be called Infection or Attacks, A-T-T-A-X. I think that was like maybe like the original game like made for this kind of thing. The whole objective is to claim the most space with our blue orbs here, our blue germ, bacteria, whatever. It can be, you know, tiles, stones, whatever what they're using for the game. We get to make a move one at a time. Soak does the computer. They control the green ones. If I pick a piece and pick a spot immediately next to me, I'll copy over the piece. Or I can select it and pick 2 spaces away, but it'll move the piece. It won't copy and spread my territory, essentially. It's just going to move that one there, leaving an open space. Anytime you move and touch one of the opposing pieces, it'll flip it to your color. So if I could magically teleport over here right now and place it here, this would turn blue and become my piece, and then green gets to go. So the whole difficulty with this is you make 1 or 2 bad mistakes and you might just snowball and lose this game, because the AI sometimes makes really brilliant moves. Sometimes they maybe make what would be considered a mistake, but usually the AI is going to be pretty good about making at least somewhat optimal moves. So you really have to outsmart it. Now, luckily, we get to move first, because that gives us an advantage in terms of the number of pieces we'll have to play with. Really, the way I look at this is you want to kind of try to... You have to be willing to sacrifice some pieces to ultimately get them back, and try to control kind of more the outside is my thing, where you can, because the whole idea is if I can secure, like say this whole corner, once it's all blue, there's no way to jump into it to take it from me. So controlling the outer parts I feel like is better. At the end of the day, I kind of just like muscle my way through. I've had times where I get it on the first try, other times it takes forever because I just keep failing. We'll see how this goes here. I usually like to start in this corner, it doesn't really matter because it's all symmetrical anyways. Now I will at times use the speed up once we start to get more pieces, because honestly this could take a while otherwise. And so the AI is just going to kind of keep moving, and it's kind of just like a kind of a waiting game, who kind of gets close enough to make the first move. Now there are times where you want to intentionally jump for reasons. You kind of sometimes can like bait them into making certain moves, or you're setting up a situation where you can flip it in your favor, whatever that means. And again, maybe not initially, but maybe down the line. So like here, I could do this, which could bait him to try to take my pieces, but then I could move this here to take them all back. So it's kind of a safe move for me. Now he's encroaching on my territory up there really good, but given this situation, I've actually very rarely had this play out this way. He's giving me a free opportunity to just take this. Now I'm going to lose mine up top there, but this will actually kind of simplify it a little bit. Sure, he's got that now. I lost that corner to start with, but now I've got this territory down here to start to work with, and he's got his up there. Usually that doesn't happen, but in this case it did, so it's like, fine, we'll work with it. I'm just going to honestly kind of, for now, spread my territory. In some ways, sometimes I want to make him come to me. So in this case, now that he's gotten close enough, I'm going to take this piece. I'm going to be willing to let him take some of my pieces. That's okay, because we can flip it right back. We have this piece here. So we may have given up a piece, but now we have all these 4. And then he's going to flip some back. It's going to be a constant back and forth kind of game. So don't feel like you're down and out when you make a move and like he takes a bunch. It's always possible that you can get it back. Like, you have to be willing to sacrifice to ultimately win in the end. That's what I really feel like. Because sometimes you'll get in the state of, he takes your pieces, but you take back even more. So, like, right now, I'm going to go ahead and actually close this off a little bit. Now, he's going to leap. Okay, now, look, it looks nasty, but look what he did. He left this whole thing open. I'm going to go ahead now and leap into his spot. Forcing them to leap can sometimes be what you want. Because now I get... Great move. I get those 6 now. He's going to take some back. But the important thing is, I now have
to start again.
I now have the outer boundary right here, which is advantageous. Now, he says I'm going to need to start again. Again, don't always listen to that, because it's trying to count the number of pieces right now. But it's not the end of the game. You can still turn it around. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and make another leap. Take another set. Like this.
Curses!
You'll constantly hear it, you know, saying like, I need to start again. But you may not need to. Try to finish the game out. You may be surprised what you can turn around. And that's fine. He ended up getting that, but I got this corner here, so that's fine. Because now, look what happened. He left himself open again, to the point where I can leap and take this back. So now he's doing some leaping. He's taking some of it back. You do, I feel like, reach a point in the game where if you make one mistake, it might honestly be fatal. Take this all back here. There's not a whole lot, but he's going to have to leap for it if he wants it. That's fine. Because now, look at this. Now I get this whole corner right here. As is. He might take it back. He probably will. He's probably going to move that one. Oh, he did not. I don't know how the AI works. I don't know if it knows, if it truly knows what's going to be the best move, or does it intentionally make some suboptimal moves to give the player a fighting chance. I don't know. I'd imagine they have to make it so that the AI makes some, like, again, not exactly mistakes, but maybe suboptimal moves. to give the player a fighting chance. Because if the computer was like truly like smart, it would make the perfect move every time, and just you as the player, you wouldn't be able to make a single mistake. He's probably gonna leap. Yeah, okay, he's gonna leap and take that. That's fine. We've honestly traded corners a lot in this match. I still feel pretty good because we have a decent amount of the outer side. Now he's gonna get that one, which I figured he would, but that's fine because I'm gonna leap over here.
Curses!
Get a nice juicy batch. And he's gonna take some back. That's fine because he's leaving. He's leaving this open. Now I have to do it. I have to do a jump, but I feel like it's worth it to get all 5 of these.
Great move.
He's gonna get a lot of pieces. I can get this whole back, so he can't even leap into this right now, which is good for me.
Curses!
Now he's gonna leap, and so I lost that whole piece there, but we can take this whole batch, so we're actually in a pretty good spot, I think.
Curses!
I guess
I'm going to have to start again.
I ultimately decided to not speed up because I'm trying to use the time to think as well.
Curses!
Kind of look at where he's going. That's fine. Now this doesn't get me a lot of pieces, but this is going to secure this whole inner part so that I don't lose it anymore. So it's fine. Copy for a ton of pieces. I'm gonna take some of that back.
Great move.
Ooh. And he's gonna eat a lot of pieces. That's fine.
I'm going to have to start again.
I'm gonna block off that because he can't do anything with that green now. Alright, that's fine.
I'm going to have to start again.
Shut up, me!
Curses!
Let's see. I'm trying to be careful because now we're getting towards the end game here. There's not too many moves left that I can make. What gets me the most? Yeah, he's gonna take that. I did lose the ability to leap over that way. However, if I take that, it's gonna leave him open for me to leap over here and take that, and he won't be able to take any of those pieces back. So he might
Great
leap
move.
to take those pieces. Okay, he chose not to. Now, I could take this and just secure this spot and he gets that, because then that would give me, what is that? I would have 11, 14, 17, 18, 23, 26, 27, 28 to his what? 10? Oh, that's easily.
No!
Alright. We did it. Pretty decently, I think, overall. I feel like once you kind of get a good foothold, it maybe becomes easier to maintain. I don't know. I think maybe sometimes you also just kind of gotta get a little lucky. But we did it, and that's the important thing. It's done. Also, special shout out to Alexander. I seem to recall you mentioning wanting to see me do the microscope puzzle, so there you go. It's done, and we never have to do it ever again. Let's get out of the lab. Take this, and it's going to take us back to... I actually forget. Which room does it take me back to? It does take me back to the library. A lot of times, the library is one of the main places it kicks you back to. Let's go ahead and go back to the lobby now. Now, while I hated having to do that puzzle as a kid, purely because... maybe I just wasn't smart enough for it back then, and I would constantly lose to the computer until I finally got it. But the next puzzle that I have to do here, I don't like doing for a very different reason. So let's go to this one, because now this one is actually opened up to us. The piano room. We got a couple of things we can check out here before we actually solve the puzzle, which is not visible at the moment, but let's check out what's on this harp. Not sure if that's tuned correctly or not, but alright, fine. We click the harp to get a violin to play. That just seems wrong. After that long solo there, which is still going on, it opens up the way for us to solve this puzzle on the piano. But before we do that, I do want to clear out what's in the room here. Ooh la la. We got this gramophone here.
Bones breaking in the night. It's such a delight. Bones breaking in the night. It's such a nice sight.
Something with the night. I don't fully know what was being said there, but I assume that was stuff. They're really going to town on that piano. Alright, let's just make this stop. We'll click this later. Alright, move over. It's my turn to play.
I got this piano for a song.
This is why I hate this puzzle. It's Simon Says, and the problem with this is it goes for quite a while, and if you make a mistake midway, you have to start all over again. It's a slog. Even with speeding up, it's a slog. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to speed up. I'll let it play out fully towards the very end, but I just want to make sure I get this correct, because I hate doing this one, and I need to focus and keep track, so I'm just going to be concentrating to do this here. So let's do this.
I remember when I used to play Follow the Leader. That tune seems familiar. I bet I could play it. Is there a pattern to this?
So you live to play another day.
Stop struggling! Stop struggling, or I'll squeeze you till you pop! He's ours, Dutton! We figured out what to do! The boy is ours! No! The boy's mine! I won! I solved the puzzle! Take him now! Get away! Well, give us the boy, Dutton. We know what to do with him! Get away! Quick, the knife!
That is quite the brutal cutscene. Dude got stabbed like 7 or 8 times. This is why I feel like this is where he should die, rather than up in his room. Because, I mean, I don't see anyone surviving that. He got stabbed way too many times. Also, the kid got away. Good for him. So, clearly, the kid is involved in this. Everybody wants him. It only seems like Eleanor and Hamilton are the only ones who are actually concerned about him and are kind of trying to help him, as well as each other. Whereas everyone else, they're just out for blood. So with that, we're a little over the usual time, but I wanted to knock this puzzle out because I just did not want to have to do this one as well. Those are probably the 2 puzzles that I dreaded the most having to do. We'll go ahead and save this here. Just because it's so long. It's 18 steps for the piano one. And believe me, playing this as a kid, making a mistake at the 16th step felt horrible. Because yes, that happened to me. And it's just like, and without being able to skip or not knowing I could skip, it just took way too long there. I get so nervous, you know, halfway in that I'm going to make a mistake and slip up and forget the wrong note and just have to start all over again. It's not difficult because it doesn't change. It's a fixed pattern, but it's so slow to do. So, hey, I think we got the 2 worst puzzles for me knocked out. So the rest should be smooth sailing, probably for the most part. Hopefully, we'll see. Anyways, that's it for this one, guys. In the next video, we'll finish checking out the one thing that I left in this room and continue clearing out the house. We're actually making really good progress. Probably more than half of the house is cleared out at this point. So we're getting there. So I'll see you guys then.